Hey, I'm RT and welcome back to RTsWorld. So today I present you Target Shoot, a new minigame style casino where you can win stuff by shooting on targets, as the name already suggests. And we have here a very nice shooting range where we can just stand here, we can see which lamp will light on, and then we have to shoot the corresponding target, and we have to shoot it in time, otherwise it wouldn't count. And again, this casino idea was suggested by a viewer, and his name is RK, and he said, suggestion, create a duck shoot style game. You put in a diamond, a timer starts, and one after another target pops up off the ground and exposes themselves briefly. The goal would be to hit the bullseye on each target block with an arrow or snowball. Every time you hit a bullseye, a comparator reads the output basically, and you can get a maximum of say 4 to 6 rewards if you hit them all. And it should be very easy to build basically. So let's see if I can do this. And as you can see here in the background, I did not make every one of your suggestions into this minigame. For example, it's a little bit more complicated if you want them to pop up. It could be done very easily to arrange them all at the same height, but that would, I guess, make the game much less fun. Maybe it's easier, but it's also easier to cheat. And I will show you why in a second. So first of all, if you want to play this, usually you enter just here as a player and you see those lamps lighting up. For example, if that one lights up, you have to shoot this target over there. And if they just pop up and you have to shoot them as fast as possible, you could just stand here and wait until they pop up and then shoot them very closely. That's not possible because you do not see the lamp over there. You could have a person that spots and says hey, that's target 2, 3, 4 or 5. But usually the communication between the two persons would have to be very, very fast. Otherwise, yeah, you cannot do it. So you could trick this machine by being very creative or by just putting in a lot of persons in there, but that's not the goal. It's not the goal to do here a very casino or a very nice casino that's on every server or so. The goal is here to create a mini game style casino that is fun, that's funny for your friends, either in single player or multiplayer Minecraft, and it is also easy to build. So first of all, in the first part of the video, I will explain the circuits to you, so what every one of those circuits does. And in the second part of the video, we will build this here together block by block, so you can build this in your own world. And yeah, thanks for the suggestion once again. So yeah, very nice idea. And the prizes you can win there are completely customizable. So for example, I have as a main prize the beacon. If you reach signal strength 15, so that corresponds to the bullseye. Then we have at signal strength, that's 15, 14, at signal strength 13, we have a diamond block and so on. And at signal strength 5, you already get a gold ingot as a kind of a starting price. Then we have the diamond block and so on. Of course, you can completely customize those prices. You can put in more or less. You can charge whatever you want. You could also charge your diamond block instead of a diamond or so. So that's completely up to you how to build it. That's just a suggestion by myself. And yeah, now I will show you how it works once again. So we have to place in here a diamond and then we have 6 rounds. So first one is that. Let's see. Oh, that was a complete miss. Second round, okay, same. Okay, that was not very good. Third round. That was good. Fourth round. That was the gold. Fifth round. So yeah, let's just catch the arrows here from the targets. And yeah, that's basically how it works. It's not that complicated. You just have to reach a certain signal strength on hitting a target to get the prizes. And the redstone behind is also relatively easy. So we start with the easiest part. So we just read the output of those targets, just transfer them with comparators to the back. And then we have this comparator stair all the way to the top. And that is basically the case for all the targets. And we also have here a green circuit that pushes up a block if this line is activated. So if this lamp here in the front is on, this piston in the back is also extended. So we can transfer the signal to the next comparator. So if you just shoot a target that's not indicated by a light, you cannot win. So you get no prize. You can shoot it, but you cannot win anything. So first of all, if we place in here 1 diamond in this case, we have here a few placeholder items that are secretly named in best case. And if you put in this diamond, it gets transferred to this hopper, to the profit chest. And by doing so, it will increase the signal strength here to 2. And then it will transfer this X to that dropper here. That comparator is then triggered and it will power this piston here that closes the hopper, so we cannot insert any more currency. In addition, it will extend this pink piston here, and also very shortly this blue piston that will power a 50-50 dropper hopper OR gate. And this 50-50 dropper hopper OR gate is basically doing what it's named after. There's a non-stackable item, the wooden axe, and a stackable one, the yellow wool here, for example. And by placing the yellow wool randomly into the hopper, it has signal strength 1, it just goes through. By getting the non-stackable item, we have here signal strength 2, so it will trigger this one first since it's one tick earlier, power the piston there, the block will be extended, the signal can't reach through, and we have only the right side triggered. So that's why it's called a dropper hopper OR gate. We have either this side or that as an output. Then we split up into another 2 dropper hopper OR gates. So then we have 4 different outputs, but we have 6 lanes, so we do need 1 more dropper hopper OR gates right here coming from that side. So we have here again 2 dropper hopper OR gates for only this side here. So that one splits up into 4 and that one in only 2 outputs. So that's the 4 outputs on this side, and that's the 2 outputs from that side, and that leaves us with 4 plus 2, 6 total outputs, and that's exactly the number of lines we got here on the top. You could of course extend it to like 4 lines, 8 lines or whatever, just depending on your needs. And then you need a different amount of dropper hopper OR gates. And after we pass the dropper hopper OR gates, it's very easy. We run into a pulse extender. We basically power for a certain amount of time this redstone line, powering the lamp on the top, and also making a nice sound. And additionally extending that piston that allows the signal to be transferred. And so that leaves me with only one circuit more to explain. That's the pink one. So for each line, it doesn't matter which of those 6 gets triggered, we have an output. And it's also now a good point to say that those lines are not equally likely to get picked. So the middle lines are more likely to get picked. They're 25% since we have 2 dropper hopper OR gates right here that splits up from that one, and that one is already splitting up into 2 lines. So that one is more likely. Those are the 25% and those are the 12.5% lines, but I hope you can get what I want to explain. So the outer lines are at 12.5%, then we have 25 in the middle, and then again 12.5 again on the other outer side. So that's how I just arranged them. You can completely customize that as well, but I just chose to do it like this. And we just collect all the signals coming from the green lines here in the pink circuit after a certain amount of delay. We just power very shortly this dropper here, and in the right dropper we have 1 item. So 5 right here, so 5 plus 1, that's the number of rounds we can get, and 1 item in the right one. So that's how you should configure those 2 droppers. And for this game it is set to 6, that's why we have here 5 items in there. If I would do something like this here, we would have 10 rounds and so on. That would be like 20 rounds, but yeah, usually you don't need that. Oh, now I just triggered something. But we have to do like 5 in here to have 6 rounds in total that we can play in this machine. So one by one, this dropper will put over, after each round, 1 item into the right dropper. And if it's empty, it will trigger this reset circuit that just triggers this piston. And it will move all the items back from this dropper where they get transferred to the original starting dropper. And in addition, it will reset our input where we just move the X right over to here. So the casino can be started again. And yeah, this pink line also goes like this. That one should be extended if we started it. And it will power this dropper here again. And the dropper hopper OR gate just decides the next round which lamp will be picked. And I will show it to you in action now. That's a little bit more. What did I do now? It's a little more insightful if we do it like this. Yeah, this one was powered now very shortly. Let's see if the item gets, yeah, we saw it here. It's at 5, now it's at 4. Just have to wait a little bit. Can we get it to 3? Yes, that's 3. And so on. Let's see if we can pick up the signal here on screen. Yes, there it was. And then we have here the dropper hopper OR gates in action, so let's see what they do. So here we have the outputs. Let's see which one gets picked this time, that one. And we have, every time we basically run a signal, we have a different output picked, because it's completely random which lamp will light on. So that's everything done for the explanatory part, and now that we explained everything, I will see in a second in the block by block tutorial. So welcome to the block by block tutorial, and first of all we want to start with a platform that is 6 in width and 21 in length. So we have this quartz platform here that we want to start with, and afterwards we want to build this kind of enclosure here. That's just design choice, so you can use any color or any block for that. That's just design except for the lamps. So we have here just a 2, 4, 6 high white concrete column. Then we have basically a frame here. Then we have here a 4 high red concrete column with a 5th block that just extends all across here. And we have here this 3 white basically insertion area where you can insert the diamonds. And of course you can pause at any point in this video to make sure to build this front wall at first. And then we have here this gap with those 13 block space in between, with every other block being a redstone lamp. So we have 6 slots in total. And yeah, now I want to start with the hoppers. So on the back side we have here an upside down stair. So we place in 2 hoppers facing to the left, and we also want to place in this kind of structure here. Then I will just grab some redstone components, and I will place a repeater right here, 2 pieces of redstone dust, comparator, and redstone torch. And now I want to just place into the first hopper 18 items into that slot, 1 into that slot that are secretly named, and our currency in the first one. So if we put in a second one, it should get transferred to the hopper beneath, and the third item should land in our profit chest. Next up we want to add some droppers with the most valuable prices in, so every other block exactly where the lamps are, 6 droppers. And I just placed in there some beacons because that's the best price you can get in this casino. Then we can place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 redstone lamps, and we can just do that like this. And we just repeat it for the other blocks as soon as we just placed some orange wool on top here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on all the way up to 15. And also some redstone dust on top, like this. And here we just need a repeater and another redstone dust, like this. And we repeat it then for all the other slots, but first of all we want to add in some more prices here. So next I want to add the diamond block. We have 2 space, then the diamond block, then 2 space, then the diamond, and then just on the 5th block, which is that one, we can place the gold ingot. So that's our first price we can get here. And we also need some item frames to just indicate which items are in there. So that's the beacon here, like this. Then here's an item, that's the diamond block. Then we have the diamond, and then we have the gold ingot as last item that we can win here. Like this. So from the front view we can see them very nice. Oh, that's not very nice, that's nice. And this is also not nice, that's nice. Perfect. And now we just repeat this line for all the other 5. So after we basically put all the lines in place, we can start to place the bottom wall. Oh, not the bottom wall, sorry, the back wall. So make sure to go 1 diagonally down, then just go like this, and then do 1, 2, 3, 4. Go all the way across again. And then we have the targets like this. So we have this one here, for example. Then we have here one target. So we just should check if that aligns perfectly. No, it does not. So of course we have to build then 1 block to the side again. So we have here a target, for example, there, then here, then there, here, and there. There, sorry. And we can fill all the other remaining air blocks with red concrete. And it looks like kind of this. That's just a design I want to pick here. And then we can place here on the bottom just some sea lanterns, like so. And we just fill in the gaps with some quartz stairs. I just did it for design. I kind of like that. And what you can do now is just repeat sea lantern quartz, and here on the top we also want to place in some quartz blocks like this, just upside down the stairs, like so, and we just repeat it for all the basically remaining space on the floor and in the ceiling. And then we can already pick some chiseled quartz blocks and build here a wall that in the end goes from here all the way to the back, and the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So I will see in a second and I will build that off screen. So after we're done, it should look something like this. So we have alternating just stairs and sea lanterns, and here stairs and the lamps with the droppers. And here on the side we just need something else. That's just one more row of those blocks on top and on the bottom to make sure that we can cover all the gaps here. Like this, and just repeat it on the other side as well. So like that, and then we would have a quartz slab row like this here to prevent people from just looking at the lamps from here, and so you have to be like on the front area to really play the game. So next up I want to go to the back side, and here on the back side we can already start with some lime wool. Just place it right here beneath all those target blocks, then we will get a comparator, place it like this. Then we will have a sticky piston that is right here. So if it pushes the block up, we can get ourselves an output. So like this. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just punch out the middle block and then place the sticky piston facing upwards, like that. Then another block with a comparator, like this. And then we can already switch over to orange wool, and we just place then 4 more of those repeaters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And I guess we can skip one since I just overbuilt it a little bit too long. So we can just add 4 in total. So that's the first one, second, third, fourth. Then a block, redstone dust. Another block, a redstone comparator, and then we build this stair like this. And then we just go redstone dust right here and comparators everywhere else like this. And we just repeat it for all the other slots as well, like this. Then we will place all the comparators, like that. Then we'll place a comparator on the second one, redstone dust here, a block right there, and then some more blocks right here. And then we can already stair up again, like this. Place redstone on the first block of the stair, basically like this. We have to place also one here. And then just comparators everywhere else. So afterwards it should look like this. And yeah, you can pause the video of course at any point to make sure to get all the information where the comparators are. And next up, I just want to build those lines on the bottom where we just run into those lamps. So just build here with some lime wool. Then put it all the way across like this. Then we place redstone right on top here. other line as well, like that. And then we just copied it over 4 more times. After we did that, we just go in between those lines and place some repeaters, set to 2 ticks. Like this, just 2 blocks in and then the repeater. Like that. And from here on, we just, what's that? Why is there a stair in the block? That's not, should not be there. And from here on, we just get ourselves into those pistons, like so. Like so. Here we can do it like that. Here we can do it like that. Here we can do it like that. And here we do have to do something special. So we have here, here a redstone torch. Here a redstone dust. And here another redstone torch. And we can place that block back in like this. And I'm very sorry, but we have to place the repeaters 1 block to the right. Like that. For all the repeaters. I just misplaced them, unfortunately. Like that. So, that's perfect. And now we can already build the mechanism that allows us to play the game. So we place here a dropper. We can get some yellow wool. Like this. We can place a second one here. Place in the first one any item, doesn't matter. And then we will have here a comparator. We place the comparator right here. Then we have here a redstone torch. We have another block, redstone torch, another block, all the way over here. Then we can place a sticky piston with a target on its face that will block the entrance of the hoppers. And then we can already place in here a repeater set to 2 ticks, then a sticky piston again, repeater set to 2 ticks, and here we can place a dropper hopper combination that's set to 50%, like so. Just place a comparator here. Then we can place here a non-stackable item and a stackable one. And I will just copy the dropper over now, so I have the NBT tag now locked. And I forgot to place in some node blocks. I'm very sorry for that. So we have to place the node blocks right here in between. And just place some nice blocks underneath so that they sound very nice. So next up, we just go here with some redstone. Then repeater set to 2 ticks, repeater set to 1 tick. We also need some pistons. Here will be piston. There will be redstone dust. Here will be 2 repeaters. And then we can already replace that one set to those 2 set to 1 tick, that one set to 2 ticks. And we can now block down like that. And we can do it on the other side as well. Like this. And from here on, we can start the next dropper hopper combination. So they're pre-filled, of course. We have here the comparators. Then we're gonna have here the redstone dust, the pistons, the 3 blocks, where we punch out the middle one, redstone dust, repeaters set to 2 tick output, and repeaters set to 2 tick output, repeaters set to 2 tick, 1 tick, 2 tick, 1 tick, like this. And from here we can place in the block right here, place here the 2 tick output, remove that one, and on this side we also want to make sure that we have here 2 repeaters and again 2 separate redstone lines like this. And first of all, we want to make sure that here we have another dropper hopper combination, but we do not want it beneath this block here. So we just place here a block. Very sorry for that. Do not place it, especially in Java, beneath those redstone lines, otherwise it will get bad powered and that's not what we want. So again, pre-filled dropper. And here we're gonna place it like this, and then 1 space, then another 2, and here is the last one that looks like that. So we have here another dropper hopper combination, and we will just align it with this repeater here. Nice. Then again some redstone, the piston, the 3 blocks, so I punch out the middle one, replace it with redstone dust, and this time it is 2 ticks, 1 ticks, 2 ticks, 1 ticks. So it's always 2 ticks where we have the comparator next to it. So let's check it again, if it's the case every time. Nice. Great. So now we want to add in our pulse extenders. And for them, we just want to figure out which lines we should prioritize. Those 2 outputs are the 25% outputs, and those 4 outputs are the 12.5% outputs. So first of all, we want to make sure that those 2 are connected right to those 2 lines, and these 2 are connected to those 2 lines. So we first have an output that's here, so we can already set it to 4 ticks now. Make here a nice pulse extender like this, and from here on we replace that block, added redstone with a block torch, and then we want to make sure to get all the way to this line. It's not good to get to this line, of course. Very sorry for that. We want to get to the one right to the most outer one like that. So we have here the redstone torch, and to the most outer one we want to get in there like this. And we want to get in there from this output. So here again, we just place in 4 ticks. Then we have those comparators. We have here a block. We have here a redstone dust. We have here the redstone torch. And then we just wire it all the way right here. And here we're gonna place the other redstone torch. And of course, now I made a mistake. Just we have to put it right here. So make sure that this redstone torch is now leading into a target block. Very sorry for the inconvenience. And the redstone torch is right here, so we can power now this line and that line. So those are now at 12.5%. Now we grab the other ones, that are these ones. Again, output here. We want to make sure we can get it into that line afterwards. So again, those comparators with the redstone torch, with the dust and another torch, so that's that output. And next up we want to grab this output here. Again, do this kind of combination where we have the 2 droppers, the 2 comparators, the redstone torch, and does it work like this? No, it does not. So we have to get creative here. We just place the block right here, replace it, and then just get a target block right here, place the redstone torch, and then we should be just able to do it like this, and it's also fine. So just make sure those lines are all unpowered. Next up, I forgot to set those outputs here to 4 ticks. Those should be 4 tick. Every one of those is now at 4 ticks. Nice, so we have 4 already covered, and the last 2 are those 2 lines basically. And we need to figure out a way to get over there. So let's do it from this side first. So let's make sure we can do it like this. And yeah, just block down at some point where we have this pulse extender. Like that. And here we just need another, one set to 4 ticks. We can leave this one here at 2 ticks, of course. We have to prevent those from connecting afterwards. And then we have to place in right here a redstone torch. And then we just want to get it right over there. And you do that by just placing it kind of this zigzag way. Another target block here, redstone torch, and do it like this. So the last one will be that torch that should be depowered, because those two are already here, like so. So make sure to grab this line now from here, place some redstone dust, make sure they do not connect, and then we just want to run it into this line here. And at some point we also want a pulse extender. So we have here the two redstone comparators, here we have the redstone torch, and here we're gonna need a repeater set to 4 ticks, like so. That's also perfect, so they do not interpower each other. And that's the OR gates all done. Next up we want to add the pink circuit, and for the pink circuit we're gonna start right here with a redstone dust and a sticky piston like this, then go one over like that, and we're gonna lead the redstone line right into that dropper here. Leave here a gap. Make sure here's a repeater set to full delay. And then we just want to grab here some outputs. All set to 2 ticks. No, that's not the right direction. Come on, let's get in there like that. Then just a line. And here we just gonna go like this, or we're just gonna go zigzag, doesn't matter, we need a little bit of space there, so that's why I want to go zigzag here. And here we're also gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4 repeaters set to maximum delay. That's also the length you have between the rounds. What I wanted to say is that if we put in here more repeaters, we have more time between each round, and if we shorten the delay here, we have less time between the rounds. So that's how you do it. And then we also want to have here another repeater set to 4 ticks, sorry for that, and here a piston that points upwards. And then we're already done. We just need here this shorten this repeater pulse to 2 ticks, then we're already fine. So next up, we want to place a dropper right here, and we also want to replace that block with a repeater set to 2 ticks, and the dropper should face into another dropper. And into the left dropper we will place 5 items, doesn't matter which items they are, just 5 of them. And into the right dropper we just place 1 item. So we have 5 here and 1 right there. That should do the trick. And then we also need some magenta wool. Let's do that. And we're gonna read the output of that one. So if that's empty, this one, it will power a sticky piston and some observers. And these observers will then basically power that redstone right here. And it will also extend all the way down like that. That's why we have to block this signal here, and that's why we also went zigzag here to prevent it from connecting. And then we're gonna need a piston right here, oh come on, right here facing into that observer, and just do it like that. And we have to add here also a pulse extender. I'm very sorry, but we have to rebuild this magenta circuit since we run into butt powering of this dropper here. I don't know why it didn't happen to me with the other circuit in the original version, but it seems that this one here is kind of buggy, or with the timing there's something odd happening. That's why we just replace this block here and place it right here. And then we just need to run our observer clock right into this block basically. So that should look like this. Then we have the piston over there. And from here on, we just have to wire everything up like this. And here, we're just gonna need ourselves redstone comparators. 3 pieces of redstone. Then we're gonna need a redstone repeater set to maximum delay. And some redstone that looks like this. And I also made a mistake down here at the bottom with those 2 dropper hopper OR gates. We have to switch here, of course. Very stupid from me. I apologize for that. We have to switch here, of course, the piston redstone combination to make sure it really works. Perfect, and with that said, we can already start it. So make sure to put a diamond in there, it should close, and then we should get 6 rounds. So first one, this one. Let's do it. Yes, it worked. Second one. Oh, that was nice. Third one. Fourth round. Fifth round, come on. Yes, there is it. And the final round. Also this one. Nice. That's great. That's why I also miscounted in the first, like in the first few minutes of the video. That's why I also miscounted the 5 or 6 rounds. I was like, hey, was that 5 or 6? But the problem with that was the butt powering of that dropper to the right. And that already brings us to the end of this video. And as always, thanks for watching. If you have some crazy video ideas or some crazy suggestions, make sure to write a comment and I will try my best to build them. As this video was a suggestion of a viewer, I will do a lot more of them in the future. So if you encountered any errors during this build or just ran into a mistake that you cannot solve by yourself, make sure to use the world download link in the video description, and there you can just play around with this world here. And by doing so, maybe you will encounter or discover your error and can fix it. Nice. With that said, thanks for watching once more. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and like. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.